I've heard there's lots of money to be made in oil, but how much and can I do it? Let's find out. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Now last time we was going to find out how much this new train from Exeter to London was going to make us in the money department. But whilst that train's making its final bit of its journey, just a little bit of a shout out. I'm looking for somebody to lend a small hand. I'm looking for somebody that's good with digital art. I need new cam boxes and stuff for merch and anything that could be useful of a graphical nature. I'm terrible at graphical stuff. This cam box I made myself, but it was by just print screen in OpenTTD and just playing around with it. Other ones, like my Minecraft one, has been made by other people. So if that's something that you might be able to help out with, please get in touch via Discord. Right, cracking on with today's things, and nicely timed, our train is pulling into platform 1 at London South. Now, down in the comments last episode I asked you guys to guess how much money this train would make, and we're about to find out how much income is going to come in. My guess is 50k, maybe 70. Somewhere in the middle, let's say 60. 46. Okay, so I was a little bit above the mark. These trains are definitely going to turn a profit. Although on the return journey, I'm not so sure there's going to be as many. And there wasn't really any passengers waiting, but then again, there was a train that had just left. Now, there's lots of trains coming through because I have sent lots of trains. And I think there's still even some trains waiting at Exeter. Yeah, we've got 3 trains loading up still. So hopefully they'll space themselves out and we'll get a nice run. So how many trains have we got on that loop now? We have 8 trains on that loop. Is that right? Yeah, 8 trains. 3 of them are sat in the station. So it's about 5 or 6 each way. So we're going to need a total of 12, I think. And I don't know why I was trying to work that out, because it actually says at the top of the screen there, 8 trains. But like I alluded to, we're not actually going to be concentrated on this line today. We're going to be seeing if we can make any money from the oil situation, because at the beginning of this Let's Play, there wasn't any oil fields, and now there are. So I'm going to try and find out how many there are, how close they are, and if we can make some money out of it. Now, before we start that, we're going to check the station list. It's a good idea to check the station list on a regular basis, because that tells you where things are backing up. So you can see I'm not really worried about these Coal Hub North pickups. London North actually has a lot of passengers waiting. Have we got a problem with our trains on that line? No, they're all just moving around as per normal. One of the things I do notice though is goods out here at the Factory Challenge is having a bit of a problem keeping up. So let's clone a couple of goods trains, maybe 3, and we'll get them on their way to help with that. So we're going to be keeping an eye on various parts of the network as we go through today's episode. Oh, okay. Also, I'm now doing this at 60 frames per second. At a higher bit rate slightly. I don't know if it's going to make much difference, but if you notice a difference, let me know down in the comments. To be honest, it's not for OpenTTD, it's for some of the other games I play, like CSGO and DayZ. Those are the ones where you notice it more than probably this one. In fact, this one's probably terrible for it because of all the different colours of tree and so forth. When you scroll around, usually it looks terrible in a recording. There's not a lot I can do about that apart from going down ridiculous bit rates. So we've got some farms here that I never sorted out, but I'm not interested in them. I want to look at the oil situation. I've heard there's money to be made. So if we turn off the town names, because that's ridiculous, and we enable industries, we can see the little lines, and oh my goodness, there are... Oh wow, can we zoom out a bit? Look at all those oil fields. Now that's going to make it a bit of a challenge for making, for putting Ireland in the future, unless you can cheat that out of there. But where would be good for us to start? I guess we'd be looking for a large amount of oil rigs quite close to the coast. Now we could go into Scotland for this, because Scotland has lots of hilly land and we haven't got a lot of money to be able to terraform. But there's not a lot of oil rigs around the coast. And because we're working with the coast, we don't have to worry about lots of hilly hills. Wales, there's not a lot near Wales. South coast, there's not really many around there. We are looking over on this east coast. There's quite a few around the south here, around London, but there does seem to be a bit of a concentration just in this kind of Norfolk, Lincolnshire area. And there's an oil refinery there, and an oil field there, and 3 more oil fields there. Is that a new one just being built? And another one there. Okay, I think we're going to have to go with this cluster of oil fields. Is there a close... where's the closest oil refinery? So there's one oil refinery here at Stalham? Stalham? Not 100% sure. And then there's this one. Now this one, Feckenham, I've been there. It's a lovely place. In fact, I've been to a few places across this northern border. Somewhere around here is Wells next to the sea. I've been there a few times. Really nice. I've even been on a journey just to take photos with some friends. Me and some photography friends. We went to take some photos. Anywho, yes, I think this is a good place to go. So there's room for a railway station here. And how much would it cost to bring the land in for a dock? That says 41,000. I don't believe it. I tell you what we can do though. It's sometimes cheaper if you start from inland and work your way out. And also something to remember is I think docks have a larger catchment than anything else, or than a lot of other things. So if let's get rid of the trees. There we go. So if we put that dock on the edge there, it goes inland 5 squares. Whereas if I try and put a bus station, that goes inland 3 squares, and a train station I think is 4 off the top of my head. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, 4. So we only need to be 5 away from the dock. There. So that's cost us a relatively small amount of money. I bet this does too. 12 grand. That last one was 21. So yeah, we can get a dock in there. We can put that here. So in theory, we could just go to all these places and then bring it in down here. We probably might need a buoy or 2. I don't know. Maybe one kind of midway here, and then for these further ones round here, kind of want it to go more direct, the ship. Let's put one there for that route. That one and that, they can all go via that. I think we'll have... These 2 will share that one. Oh, Sheringham. I've been there as well. Also a very nice place. Okay, so whilst I've been talking about that, this land has filled in. So hopefully... There we go. Supplies, goods, except oil. There's the docks. We'll put a train station in later. And what I'm thinking is, with this train station, I was thinking about taking the goods over to the factory with another platform over here and then letting these take them down to London. But that is a long way to go, so... Now, having think that, there's not many places around here that might accept goods. I mean, Norwich might. Yeah, if I get a good station in a good place at Norwich, I think that would accept goods. So maybe we'll take the goods to Norwich. It's a good distance for the goods to go. Okay, yeah, let's go with it. Let's do it. So these ships are expensive, if I remember correctly. Oil tanker, yeah, 85 grand each. So if we buy that ship, and we'll just go to this oil field, and then come down to the docks and unload. Now at the oil field, I guess we want to full load the cargo. See, when it comes to ships, I'm not so keen and not so hot on the ships. Anyway, there's one ship. If I go, not clone ship, but new ship, and then tell it to go... Actually, waiting for the ship to go out all that way is not great. Let's put... around here, let's put another depot. And we'll use this one. So we'll sell the ship at Feckenham Depot. That's weird. You don't get to see where the mouse cursor is with the boat. Why can't I get rid of it? Oh, it's that's the button. That's the draggy one. I'll get it right in a minute. Right. Well, all the time I've been messing around, that one's already on its way. But we'll start with Holt Oil Field as well. Holt's another place I've been to. I think they have a steam railway there. Not 100% sure. My memory is not too hot on that. Will it let me go straight to docks? Yes. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this buoy is probably not required. In which case, this one's likely not needed. And we can move that one. Okay, so all the buoys are in the wrong place. Anyway, looks like that ship's there. That's good. Hang on a minute. Oh, the names are still there. They'll disappear. And we'll set that ship on its way too. Now, we've still got plenty of money for now. So let's try go clone ship. Just because I'm a little bit lazy. And we'll say... this oil field, and send that one on its way. So that's 3 different oil fields we've got hooked up already. Now we've got some oil. Oh, hang on a minute. What was that? Was that ship lost? Go away. Is that ship lost? Gainsborough Mines. That's fine. Go away. Yeah, let's get the railway station in here. So. I think I was going to build it on this side, but I'm going to build it on this side because we're going down to Norwich and you want the most direct route, and I think having the station over here will give us that. I'm going to go with a 4-track Ro-Ro station with length 6. I'm going to build it as far away from the docks as possible, just to give myself room in case I want to expand in the future. We need, with a Ro-Ro station, you have to have a signal on the exit of the station, otherwise you can't really, it doesn't work very well. And we're going to have a corner coming straight out the station there. At this stage of the train's life cycle, it's not going very quickly, so that doesn't matter. And then we'll give it 6 length there. And here, I'm going to keep it tight, I think. Yeah, I'm going to keep it quite tight so that we can get the signals that I want. So we want one-way path signal at the bottom and then some path signals on the exit. Doesn't have to be paths on the exit, I don't think. Once again, I got a comment on one of my recent videos about whether path signals should be used all over or whether that's a terrible idea. And I didn't want to spark the whole debate again, but I've now risking it by mentioning it here. But I have never found any evidence, so either tests or testimonials from developers or anything like that, which confirms that using path signals extensively causes any sorts of problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just push this round a corner here so I can get past this sawmill. And we'll go down from there. I think we're going to need an exit, a depot on the exit. So we'll do one like this, and hopefully it won't be needed, because if they need to service on the way in, they'll choose these two depots rather than that one on the exit. But that one on the exit's there just in case. The only downside is that if a train decides it needs to service between these depots and the end of those platforms, then it will use that. It will go through and then loop around again. Right, pause. Let's just run all the way down to Exeter and see what the situation here is. We've got... Oh my goodness, the platform's full. The platform is full, so obviously the trains that are on the way back are back. And it doesn't look like we've got any new trains leaving. Wow, the entire line looks completely empty. What? Where's all my trains? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the other two? There's 8. Oh no, there is one or two on its way. All right, fine, whatever. That'll be fine. Exeter. Let's have a look. Local authority. Weakened. Where's the statue of the company owner? Can't afford that yet, by the looks of it. Or either that or I've already done it. I can't see a statue of a company owner. No. No idea where that might be. So maybe I've already done that. Hopefully the ratings here will go up. Poor? Why is it poor? Oh, there's a problem. I've got a cargo distribution problem. So for some reason, these road vehicles are going to Exeter transfer, which I don't want them to do. And that's why these trains haven't been filling up very quickly. Disaster. Okay, so because there is a legitimate route between these different stations, cargo distribution has said, well, some of these passengers want to go to west, south, north, east. None of these passengers want to go to London because they're all sat there waiting on the train. I don't want that. This train service is just for London, and as is that station. I'm going to do a drop-off service to that bus depot later. Right, that should fix it though. Back to the oil. Okay, so we're coming down here. It looks like we've got a land height change, but with 1.7 million in the bank. Oh, hang on. Oh no, we've gone past the land height change, so we didn't actually have to go change any land. It looks like we're going to almost perfectly come in to Norwich, but the question is now exactly how do we do that? And I think just a 2-track drop off here will do the job, and just until the town grows a little bit, because it will grow, I'm just going to use a spread station just so that the station accepts... Oh, it's these buildings down here, isn't it? Okay, so I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let me just get rid of this mistake. So if we use the question mark icon and click on the houses, you can see it gives passengers and mail in the local area information. 4/8 passengers and 1/8 mail. Okay, you click on all the houses and that's what it says. If you click on these larger buildings, it also says and 3/8 goods, 3/8 goods, and 3/8 goods. So you have to capture these larger buildings in your station spread. Look there, it does valuables as well. So we're going to put it here. and I will then sort out a nice route for it to come through. Now look at this, so we've got signals are on the outside, so that means we'll be heading up and out that way. So this is actually the in. So we're coming in here. Yeah, we'll go like that. And this is the out. And I've got a funny feeling we will just have a little... Yeah, we're going to have a little kink. And I'm thinking, actually, we need to be able to get a depot on this. Maybe I just don't bother putting a depot on the exit. It will make things a lot simpler. And we're only dropping off. It's not like they're going to be sat in that station for a long time loading. They're going to come round, drop the goods and leave. Okay, we've got a little break in the track here to fix. And then we've got to connect this up with a little wiggle. Oh my goodness, what's this? There's just like a house on its own. It's part of Norwich. Obviously, when I adjusted this map for this series, I didn't adjust that bit properly, and I left part of Norwich out on its own. I like saying that word. Norwich. Oh, it's probably said differently in different places. Like, some people might say it's Norwich. Norwich. Okay. Signals have been placed all along the line. So let's get a vehicle in. Now if we go sort by reliability and go towards the bottom, what we got? We've got an 84%, 81% is the best reliable steam engine we have. The best reliable diesel is 80 at the moment, but that's slower. It is cheaper to run. I'm looking forward to when the diesel engines actually start getting better than the steam engines, because it means we'll be making better profit margins. They'll be going faster, they'll be going cheaper, they'll be breaking down less, which will be absolutely fantastic. Let's, no, not clone train, let's get some goods wagons. Make the train 6 in length. This should make us a nice little bit of money, actually. Tell it to go to the docks and then drop off at Norwich. Full load. Now we might have to upgrade this railway line sometime in the future. We're going to need at least 2 of those trains. Right, let's unpause the game. We've got complaints of small amount of profits for certain trains, but we'll sort that out later. So there we go. The goods trains are sat there waiting. Have we had a delivery already? What's this? Yeah, one of these vehicles has made one of these ships has made a delivery. Okay, it only made what, about 8 grand, and its reliability is not great. I'm thinking we clone it so that there's 2. And the same for this one. And the same for this one. So I don't think that one's even got to where it's needing to go yet. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we need to be able to do waterways. At least with waterway servicing, it doesn't block up things. So what we'll do is we will put a ship depot next to each of the oil fields. Is that all of them round here? Yeah, that's all of them in the local area. Now, at the moment, we've only got 3 of the 6 going. So let's just quickly get the other ones running as well. So, change the oil field to this one. And then clone the ship with shared orders. Send them on the way. And we'll do the same for these 2. Okay. Clone the ship. Not holding control because we don't want shared orders. It does copy the orders, but it's not shared. Hold control to get full load. Skip that and clone the ship. Send them on the way. Now, it's going to cost us a bit to have a ship sat there whilst the other ship's loading. But it's a temporary, like, cost for a nice convenience. So I don't have to come back here and remember to put a second ship in when the first one leaves. There we go. Those orders are done and off. So now we should have 12 ships. 12 ships. I mean, they're not really making a lot of money yet, but hopefully we'll get a lot of goods out of this refinery. And we'll see that shortly starting to come in, because we've got 2 boats coming in. Hopefully those 2 boats will fill up one of these trains and we'll find out how much money it's making. Speaking of making money, hopefully we're doing that down Exeter way now. Oh, look. What's the situation here? Look at this. There we go. 3,000 passengers just for London South now. Fixed the problem. The only problem I'm going to have now is that all these trains are going to leave at the same time. How many trains did I say I've got on this line? I said I've got 8. Probably going to need more than that. Let's spend all of our money again. Okay, that was quite a lot of trains. Maybe a little bit more trains than what I was planning. But never mind, it'll be fine, probably, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Come on, ship. Come on. Okay, so we've got trains that can't find their path at Exeter, but that's fine because we know what's going on. Stuff complaining at workshop, but I know... Workshop? Ship 5 is lost. Okay, so ship 5. Is it just wandering? It's going to the docks. Okay, so maybe my first instincts were correct. Let's put a buoy there. And we'll say go to that buoy. Oh, you can't drag the orders around. Let's do it like this. There we go. That's fixed ship 5, hopefully. And then if any of these complain that they're lost, we will just get them to go via Holt oil field. So it'll be these guys, Sheringham, Holt. Maybe I'll sort it out. Oh, one of the ships just left and our train is 55% full. So we're going to find out how just under 2 ships worth of oil carries. So these ships, they're making a nice little profit. Even that one, that's ship 1, that's been going backwards and forwards for a little while, it's making the money, which is really good. And we're going to be pulling in the money down Exeter. There they are, look. That's why that depot's there. If it's been sat waiting in the station for a long time, you need a depot on the exit. So, as a rule of thumb, if it's a drop-off station, you don't need a depot on the exit. If it's a pick-up station and there's chances that trains will be sat loading, yeah, you're probably going to need it. Ship 8 is lost. Okay, these ships need help. So this ship... instead of going to the docks, you come down here to the Sheringham buoy, then you go over to the Holt buoy, and then you... Oh, hang on, we have to do the return journey. So after the docks, you go to that one, and then back to Sheringham. There. I will fix the ships as they complain they get lost. That's the way I'm going to do that. Yeah, I definitely need to get these farms hooked up. Maybe next episode we'll do some of these farms. And we've got a farm here at Holt now. It's a terrible farm. Is there any more farms around here? I mean, if we keep going further south, then there's loads of farms here. Maybe we need a second line that kind of comes off down there over this marshland, past Thetford, and on the east side of Cambridge to all these farmlands. That train at Gainsborough is really annoying me. It's just taking too long to load. Turn around. It broke down. Come on, get out of the way. Unbrake down. Go on. You know what? Look, there's room for you in the station now. You know what might actually stop that message from popping up all the time? Oh. There, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, wait, there's another one. Quick, go to the depot. Oh. Turn around. I didn't click the button in time. Which train depot are you trying to go to? Turn around. Go back. Now let's. Oh well, never mind. I'm just going to leave that. It's fine. Right, how are we doing down Exeter Way? See, look, the station's empty. It's full of... Well, it's empty of trains and it's full of passengers. I need to clone some more trains, but I haven't got a lot of money. There we are. There's another 5 trains or whatever. Hopefully these trains are not going to snake along here too slowly. We'll get a nice load of income. Yeah, that I think the amount of income, the operating profit graph's not looking the best right now. I mean, there is a slow kind of incline. Yeah, it's going up slowly here if you take the average of those peaks. But what we want is more deliveries, more big deliveries, more regularly. Even out those peaks and just get that to shoot up. Delivered cargo graph. Again, going up slowly, but we need that to skyrocket. And I'm hoping next episode that's exactly what's going to happen. We've got more ships coming in. Ship 3's lost now. So ship 3 is Mersey oil field. So it's this one. So after that oil field, it needs to go to this buoy. After that buoy, it goes here. After going to the docks, it goes back to this buoy, and then back to this one. That should do you. They are ship 3. That should help you out. And of course, because I'm using shared orders, all the ships that are going to the same place are having the same orders updated. The only one I didn't really think about was the one going to Holt. I think, is that? No, that's not it. It's ship 2. I've only got it going to the buoy on the way back. On the way there, it needs to go to the buoy on the way back as well. There we go. That's fixed that. So now we've got a good amount of ships coming in here. We've got a good amount of money. Maybe we'll make this bigger, put more docks nearby. Oh, the trains have gone. We need more trains here. So we've got 52 crates of goods just sat there doing nothing. And if we look at the station list, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that needs shifting. We've got a lot of goods at Holbeach that needs shifting. So let's get some more trains running on that. Even at the... Oh, we've got some problems down here at the farm. We need more livestock trains. Is that a livestock one? Yeah. Let's get 2 of them, send them on their way. And these oil fields are just stacking up. I can see them here on the list. So it might be that even though we've got 2 trains at each one... trains? 2 ships. I've got trains on the mind. We need to double them up. So... yeah. Oh, ship 10's lost. Right, okay. I'll sort out ship 10 before next episode. But there we go, folks. We have been making some good amounts of monies here. Now, how much profit is this train 1? And it's not train 1. It's kind of like the first train to come to this station. Train 51. 55,000 a year so far. And I can see that going up because it spent a lot of time just sat there waiting to begin with. So that's good. We're going to be making some nice money there. Okay, folks, leave ship 10 with me. I will see you next time. Put all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section. And if you want to support me and the channel, consider subscribing to my Viewer Plus program on masterhellish.net or go to the store, hellishstore.net. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.